story tonight. In a stunning development that shocked the Lal Street, 22% of shareholders voted against Deepak Parekh's continuance as the chairman of HDFC. But Parekh did have a majority, that's 77% backing him. The voting revealed that some big foreign investors may have voted against him. Foreign investors own 72% stake in HDFC, and the CEO and vice chairman of HDFC, Keki Mistry, speaking to CNBC TV 18, made it clear that there is no question about Parekh's continuation. He will continue as chairman. Mistry also blamed a few pension funds who he believes may have blindly followed the advice of some proxy advisory firms during the vote. Here's Keki Mistry speaking with us in an exclusive interview.
We don't know whether it's one fund or two funds or three funds. We have absolutely no idea. All we know is that the e-voting takes place, and based on that e-voting, we get the numbers at the end of the year. We do not know who's voted for, who's not, who's voted against. We have no idea.
Have they given any reasons?
No one. I mean, there are proxy advisors, and proxy advisors have their advisory reports, and there are a number of these kinds of proxy advisory reports.
Okay. Have you, the proxy reports that have advised that they vote against, what have these proxy reports said? Is it that Mr. Parekh has been there for long, or is it that he holds...
No, there are different things. So some directors, some proxy firm will say that he's been there on the board for long. Somebody else would have said, this is not necessarily for Deepak Parekh. It could be for anyone.
Yes.
That he's been on the board for a long time, or that he's on too many boards. So those are the kind of questions which people raise.
Is this a new source of instability for companies held by foreign funds?
I think more than companies held by foreign funds, for someone like a HDFC, or for that matter, someone like an ICICI, or any of these companies which are 100% held by the public, and they don't have a promoter shareholder, there is always that element of risk which is there. Because if you have a promoter-owned company, then 10, 20, 30, 40% is owned by a promoter who will vote in favor of all their, who will naturally vote in favor of resolutions. So here, the widely held company, someone like an HDFC or maybe, as I said, an ICICI, would be subject to...
Open to this
kind of thing.
What are Mr. Parekh's thoughts? I mean, that's something which other investors of HDFC will want to know, and other investors of the entire HDFC group will want to know. You have a huge, large market cap if you count all your listed companies together. I think it will be the largest conglomerate in terms of market cap. They would all want to know, will he continue, or is this...
Oh, of course he'll continue. Absolutely he'll continue.
Okay. No, because this might
Why
be...
should he not continue? Some of these funds, some of these pension funds, particularly pension funds, blindly follow what the proxy firms advise without applying any their own mind or their own rationale on whether they should vote for or vote against a resolution. So if a particular proxy advisor who they follow has advised that you vote against, they just go and blindly vote against. So I think what one has to do is try and talk to these proxy advisors over time, make them understand the Indian culture, make them understand the way things happen in India, and then after that we can...
Okay, but is this an Indian proxy advisor or a foreign? Whom do these funds normally listen to?
Follow the foreign funds.
It's a foreign proxy advisor?
Yeah. To my mind, most of them follow one or two of these foreign proxy advisors. Someone called Glass Lewis. There's someone called ISS. So these are the ones who are normally followed.
Well, that's Keki Mistry speaking to CNBC TV 18 exclusively, saying there is no question of Deepak Parekh not continuing. Mr. Parekh will continue as the chairman, despite the fact that some proxy advisory firms may have sort of sent out the message to foreign pension funds to vote against him. The good